This is a HeadGum podcast.
On this week's episode, it's a cartoon come to life with the Flintstones. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadrock.
Chris Cabrock.
Eric Sisrock.
And this is the season 9 premiere of We Hate Movies.
Wouldn't it be Siskstone?
Siskstone's better.
Dino Siska.
Welcome to We Hate Movies. Thank you for tuning in as always. And if you're coming back to us as a loyal listener, boy, we missed you.
Yeah.
Back from the break.
What? You shouldn't have left because there was stuff all over the place.
There was
Live episodes out and up the ass, they say.
That's true. And there was Patreon offerings as well while we were all volunteering in the Peace Corps.
It's lonely out in sea.
What a good guys.
That's what we call drinking myself to sleep every night these days, huh?
You know what? That's the move because you're not hurting anyone if you pass out of your own home.
That's right, dude.
That's a Peace Corps.
So yeah, up top, this is the new season. We're talking about the Flintstones. The episode, my God, directed by Brian Levant. This film is from 1994. You guys peep the filmography on this guy?
An auteur.
yeah.
I smell an auteur.
I got a Snow Dogs in there.
He's got a Snow Dogs?
Yeah.
So Steve said Snow Dogs, so I'll work backwards. Snow Dogs, fucking Viva Rock Vegas, the sequel to this shit, which is also
let
shit.
me correct you right there. The prequel.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is,
you're
yes.
right. Yeah, you're right. Jingle All the Way, Beethoven, and Problem Child 2.
Wait, Beethoven Prime?
Prime.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where
First
it
one.
started.
Welcome
to Beethoven Prime. Charles Grodin's like, yeah, it's ground zero for Beethoven.
And we're all deaf.
Oh, and Eric, you'll be happy to know. You know what this guy's doing these days?
No.
He's
What?
about to direct the 8th installment of Police Academy.
No, that's not happening.
That's happening.
Wait,
Is it a remake or
they're
what?
slapping a big fat 8 on it?
They're putting number 8 on it.
No, they're not. I was watching all these movies. Like, I got up to like 2. No, I got up to 2.
I watched all these movies. I got up to 2.
No, I've watched them when I was growing
sure,
up.
sure.
And I had, I was watching them because I was like, oh boy, I want to do one of them on the show eventually. And they're just all awful. The jokes are, woo boy, they're problematic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you couldn't get past the second one because you got killed in a tidal wave of homophobia.
Yes, I did. And I just can't believe they would put an 8 on the end of it and not just reboot it. Just
Yeah.
Police
you know why?
Academy
Here's
is
the
a
thing.
nice title. Let's go with it.
But here's why. Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if you remake Police Academy, reboot it, or just do a sequel because it's fucking Police Academy, and who could give a shit?
I didn't see that movie, Owning Mahoney. Was that a Police Academy remake?
Yes,
or-
it was
okay,
actually.
yeah.
It was
it was
pretty-
about that one Police Academy member who was a degenerate gambler.
Gotcha.
Light on the jokes. It turns out weird. I know, but yeah, it's in that universe.
Also, the writer of this movie is even better off than the director in the royalties department.
Oh, really?
Stephen E. D'Souza. Check this shit out.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Is he
I know. Oh, I know.
Steven's brother? Or
No, that's Mr. Street Fighter, ain't it?
Well, yes. 48 Hours, Commando, Jumpin' Jack Flash, The Running Man, Die Hard 2, Hudson Hawk, Ricochet, Beverly Hills Cop 3, Street Fighter, Judge Dredd, Knockoff, and the second Tomb Raider movie, Cradle of Life.
That's what you call all aces.
Yeah,
Every
that
single
dude's,
one.
that dude's fucking rocking it. I bet you anything, Stephen D'Souza's got a killer pool in his backyard.
I bet you anything his yacht is called All Aces.
Before we get started really quickly, we've got some new offerings.
Oh, that's right.
In
Well, we
our-
were started, so we'll stop because I
Yeah.
forgot about the offering.
We've
fine.
started an Amway here
Oh, man.
at
I will
WHM.
kill myself dead.
No, you know,
If we have to resort to Amway, dude, I will kill
no,
myself.
what was Amway again?
Oh, it's a fucking scam that your uncle always did where it was like, here's a
products, right?
Here's a catalog,
Yeah.
and then you can pick a thing in the catalog and pay for it. There was like garbage knives, an alarm clock you'd never use.
It's the fortune that Betsy DeVos, her husband, is the scion of that.
Wonderful.
So the offerings I wanted to talk about is we have a new.
So what are offerings again?
I'm
just trying to derail this
gifts.
as much as possible.
It's gifts to the Lord.
Okay.
A bunch of new stuff in our TeePublic store.
Oh fuck, Steve, what's that?
That is our store where you can get a bunch of T-shirts and/or cool designs by friends and fans of the show. That looks really cool and lets everybody else know that you're into We Hate Movies. It does help the show by wearing stuff around, because then you know when you're getting arrested, the cop is like, "Hey, what's that on your shirt?" And it's like, "Oh, that's a fun podcast you should check out."
Gee, can I arrest them too?
They look like they're breaking the law right now.
Yes, so it is. We've got, you can go. Where can you get that, Andrew?
Just go to whmpodcast.com and click on that shop tab.
And I want to go through the new stuff we got, because people the people who did it are awesome, and they should also get credit. And we give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
So we've got the if you do join onto our Patreon, you'll like the new slick design, and people are like, oh, I'd wear that on a T-shirt or on a coffee mug. You can, and that's on the TeePublic store. And that's by Philippe Sobrero, who's done a ton of stuff for the show. Always does our commentary art and all sorts of stuff. So to shout him out, he is a world-renowned colorist for comic books. I don't know if you know that.
I wish I could do shit like that, because that means I would be talented.
Exactly. He's got
just one fucking talent, please, Lord God.
You are useless.
He's got a comic that Eric's gonna like. It's called Web of Venom V Nam, which is the symbiote in Vietnam, Eric.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
So which side was he on?
We'll find out. You gotta go buy it on shelves right now. You can find out.
Wait, we were dropping Agent Venom.
Yes, Agent Venom in Vietnam.
You've selected Agent Venom.
Yeah, no, I think it was Agent Venom they dropped in that movie. Okay, shut up, veteran.
You've heard me say "figure it out" on the air a bunch. That's annoying, but you could annoy your friends with a fun T-shirt and/or like backpack. I don't know what you can get on.
There's a few variants too. We got different designs of "Figure It Out" now up.
Yes, by P.L. Boucher.
He also did our mood. There's a new Muldoon's pub poster that's on there with like all these in jokes from the beginning of time of the show. You should peep that on our TeePublic page as well.
And you can check out Muldoon's as well. That's a fun little fan site, fan Facebook page that we pop up on from time to time. Just go Facebook Muldoon's Pub, you'll find it. But P.L. Boucher, P-L-B-O-U-C-H-E-R. If you Google his name, you'll find his Behance and Deviant art page. Ooh. I don't know how deviant it gets. We cannot endorse any of
this person's legit.
We also have a Hillary for Prison shirt designed by our good buddy Dinesh D'Souza. I was trying to think of his name earlier, Dinesh D'Souza. I think he's related to the writer of the film.
And
that was the joke.
And lastly but not least, Carolyn Noack, who is a really talented comic book artist, has two cool designs. It's just like really in her inimitable style of us watching a movie, both regular and in a TV glow variant. That's kind of fun. That I'm really excited about.
I spent most of my life in a dark room.
And I found her stuff last year. You can pick up her top shelf collection of short stories, Girl Town, which is awesome. It's got Diana's Electric Tongue in there. I really, really love this book.
Okay, so that's top shelf. What is the well tonight?
Low shelf.
Evan Williams. EvanWilliams.com. No. So
just go to whmpodcast.com, click on the shop tab. It'll take you right to the store. Here's the reason I dig on the TeePublic stuff, gang, because it's by design. It's not by piece of merch.
Yes.
So you select the design, and then it takes you into the store, and you can figure out if you want shit on a sweatshirt, a hoodie, T-shirts. Dude, there are fucking baby onesies on there. All you parents out there, when you're at your fucking wit's end, you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, this kid won't shut up. At least they're wearing a killer WHM baby onesie.
Dress your little critters in our merchandise, and then kids, they shit and puke all over everything. You're gonna throw it away anyway.
But Eric, What's better than having a baby in a figure it out onesie? Because what is a baby trying to figure it out,
That's
parents?
true. Yeah.
And that's what you're also screaming at that kid when they won't stop shitting on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, they shit on the floor.
Figure out how to not shit on the floor, baby.
Speaking of shit on the floor, the Flintstones.
Man, I bet they were shitting on the floor. Not a lot of plumbing mentioned in
what
this.
is
Yeah,
I think you shit into like a walrus's mouth.
I
Like,
think it
you
has to be,
you
yeah.
hang
Yeah.
your ass out a window into like the walrus window, and you just shit right a big loaf.
Well, because the walrus, isn't that what the faucet, like when they're doing the dishes?
Oh, that's a woolly mammoth.
Woolly
my
mammoth
friend.
is doing. So maybe like
Yes.
a large bullfrog you shit into. 'Cause then,
You know what, dude? You know what, Fred? Just dig a hole and make it happen, okay? Also, question: underwear or no underwear in the Flintstones?
No.
Absolutely not.
dude.
John
Freeballing
Goodman is freeballing it on the set of this film.
But here's the-
Absolutely.
And they have way more pubic hair than we do now because they're cavemen,
yeah.
so they're hairier.
Oh, they're not scaping down there.
Right, so they had
Yeah.
natural underwear. Like their pubes are so thick, it gets interwoven and becomes sort of a clothing.
It looks like a boulder in the middle of a forest.
Listen, Sid, John Goodman was flashing his shit all throughout town like he was Sharon Stone, and let me tell you, he was no Sharon Stone.
In that case, that would be totally correct. I mean,
Yes.
look at John Goodman. I love the man. He's no Sharon
He's
Stone.
a pretty good John Goodman shape in this movie.
But yeah, this was. I think they said they filmed this the summer between season 6 and 7 of Roseanne.
No.
He's
He was-
just working hard. I think that's why he looks so trim. He's working to the bone.
He was clearly doing some cardio. I mean, he's a fat Adonis in
Well,
this.
he
and-
knew what was going on because he's gonna like you're walking around in a fucking tank top all summer, like you know what I mean?
At
Sun's
least
out,
the
guns
arms.
out. Yeah,
the arm situation. So we got, of course, yes, John Goodman is Fred Flintstone. Wilma is Elizabeth Perkins. David Tellum from ID4.
No, wrong.
No?
Yeah, no. Elizabeth Perkins is
Who am I
on.
thinking of?
You're big as Elizabeth Perkins.
Big as no. Where did Elizabeth Perkins get to the White House? Though was she on West Wing?
Weeds, I
No.
think.
No, that's a Molly. What's her face?
I got no idea what
Mary
Elizabeth
McCormack.
Perkins is. Oh, I'm confusing her with Mary McCormack. There
Gotcha.
it is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
No, Elizabeth Perkins is on that Sharp Objects people love.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
You know, it's a little too hot for Sharp Objects. That's the way I've been thinking. You
Yeah.
know, like give me that. You know, you got murder and like family drama. I need a fucking hot cup of coffee for that. I'm not. That is not a hot summer night.
But did they spend all their money on Led Zeppelin tunes? Because holy fucking shit.
I don't
What's
know.
that?
We both said we haven't watched it.
No,
what are you
they-
talking
what-
about?
What are
they
you
just
talking
packed
about?
the movie with she's listening to Led Zeppelin literally almost the entire time.
It's a
Nice.
movie
Ooh.
now.
yes.
What are you
Sharp-
talking about?
In Sharp Objects, she's just constant.
Okay,
That's a
none of us
television
have
show.
seen
How much money does that cost?
A lot of
a lot
money.
of fucking money.
Well, they're using all their Dragon money for all these other
That's how
projects.
that works. You also have Rick Moranis. Was this his last role or one of? right?
No, because he did a voice in one of them their animated movies that everybody's forgotten about.
He went further down the rabbit hole though. Isn't this before Big Bully?
Oh, right. Or Little Giants. I think Little Giants might have been after
my
this.
Christ,
God.
Little Giants. Let's see where we
He's
just so Flintstones and Little
Here we
Giants
go.
were the same year.
Wow, he's busy.
Banner year.
And then Big Bully was 96. Oof, God, the direct-to-video Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves was 97.
I think that was it. That's when depression set in.
Then there's a lot of animated shit in here. This is what I was thinking
That's
of.
a free check. You don't
Yeah,
have to
you
do
go.
shit.
Brother Bear.
That's as easy as recording a podcast.
Well, according to this, though, he reprised his role as Dark Helmet on a 2018
no,
episode
no.
of
I-
The Goldbergs.
Oh.
Kill me dead
I
again.
thought you were going to say the Big Bang Theory.
I
but
thought you
that's
were-
even worse because I know the Big Bang Theory would at least paid him more money.
I thought you were going Robot Chicken there for a moment.
wow.
I was
yeah,
really
dude.
worried.
Dude,
No.
you'll look up, I don't even know, like, name a prestigious actor. You're like, oh,
Humphrey Bogart is still doing shit for Robot Chicken at this point.
You're like, oh, I like that Scoot McNairy. Like, 3 episodes of Robot Chicken. The fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He played Lieutenant Guile on Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken had a lot of Treasure Sierra Madre jokes.
Vincent Minnelli directed like 5 of their episodes.
Remember that one episode of Robot Chicken where they just use a bunch of Star Wars toys to reenact fucking Key Largo?
Yep.
Great
Yes.
episode of Robot Chicken. Also, it was a Dark Helmet voice only, it says.
Oh, of course.
So there's that.
He's Barney Rubble, obviously, and then rounding out the cast is Rosie O'Donnell as Betty Rubble.
And I think she's great in this too.
She's a lot of fun.
She was doing that Betty laugh. Like, I thought it was a dub at first. That's actually her doing it. It's very impressive.
The laugh is apparently that's what got her the role. They weren't too keen to give her the role, but she auditioned. She did the laugh like you got the role. I think the voice is a touch annoying.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I know, but
Betty's annoying.
But this is not a Von Trier movie. Like, it's supposed to be annoying. It's supposed to be challenging. It's the fucking Flintstones.
You are making a live-action film out of a fucking cartoon. What do you expect to happen?
A soothing fucking voice.
Well, that cartoon didn't have any soothing voices either.
Not a
I
single
guess.
one. Even the dishwasher was haggard and annoying. Oh, the dishwasher in this movie, my God.
No, that thing is that's the garbage disposal.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah, dude, that guy gets a lot of play.
Well, that's
Big play.
my first thing is we never see the guy who clearly has to kill all the appliances.
Oh, that's a good
after
yeah.
they're thrown away.
They should
That's
have like
the job.
a Maytag repairman that comes and murders everything.
It's just that dude rings the doorbell, and then it's a guy in a fucking black hood, and he comes to kill all these
You got another disposable pig for me today? Here we go.
That's a good question. We need to delve into this economy.
Yes.
You know, what is that? You know, like what happens? And I want to see them going to like a Sears to look at thousands of pigs to pick out one to shove under their sink
Yeah.
to be the garbage disposal.
Day and night, it's under that sink. That thing has to be
Yeah.
shitting too.
Exactly.
Of course.
I
I think you have like 1,000 cat boxes in your house. One for a cat box for the garbage disposal, a cat box for the fucking vacuum cleaner, a cat box for the fucking car. Like everything has to shit
my
somewhere.
car has to take a shit.
That's a deleted scene in Herbie Fully Loaded.
But then they also have to shit.
That's
and
the end of it. He's no longer fully loaded at the end.
these Flintstones have to shit as well, and we've already said there's no plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
So something's eating their shit, or they got cat boxes for themselves.
One or the other.
Yeah, my good man, I'll take 12 cat boxes.
You think it's like a bedpan, like you just pull out like kitty litter from under your bed?
Yes. So this is 94, 95?
94.
94. This is after both Addams Family movies, obviously.
Both of which are so much fucking better than
I mean, it's the only time
Oh,
that's
of
ever
course.
worked, right? Like the cartoon into. I mean,
Well,
it
that
was,
was a
live
live-
action.
Live action.
Well, it was a cartoon. It was a comic strip. Then it was a cartoon. Then it was live
What?
action.
I thought it was live action first, but I don't know. anything.
Maybe, yeah. My timeline might be off, but
I have
in
no
any
idea.
event, it was a comic strip.
Sure.
Yeah.
But what people remember of it
Yeah,
is
was
the
the-
show.
yes.
That's the thing that the movie was being adapted out of.
That's a good point. Because those are human beings you're trying to ape as opposed to literally cartoons.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm curious about this though. This Addams Family business.
But that's the next one. No, I don't.
Whoa, wait a second. What are you
Whoa.
telling me, IMDb?
Wait, what?
They've been trying to remake. They're going to do a remake. I don't know when it's happening, though.
Apparently
Addams
next
Family
year.
8.
Well, because they were trying to do Eva Green and
Yeah.
Oscar Isaacs were supposed to be the leads.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Evergreen wrote it. No. It's like, please, someone, just put me in something.
I was in Casino Royale, you know.
Yeah, we remember.
God. Oh, so the bad guy in this movie is Sir Kyle MacLachlan. by
Of
the
course,
way.
the cursed Kyle MacLachlan, great on television,
Playing-
really good in movies, but just like
Yeah.
in some of the worst movies anyone's ever
Really?
made.
Like what? Flintstones?
Flintstones for one,
so-
Showgirls.
Showgirls is actually
Showgirls
pretty
is
good.
great.
It is, but it's bad. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's one of those.
It's corn. Yeah, it's cheesy.
Teen
But in a
Trigger
good-
Effect over here.
Teen
You haven't
Tri-
seen Trigger Effect?
No, I've not.
That's like the worst of the bunch.
I haven't seen that. The Hidden he's also in, which I think is also kind of
good.
I've
I
never
like that
seen
movie.
the Dune movie. I want to get to it, but
I like it.
but again, that's also much. At the very least, many of his movies
You're
are
right.
much maligned.
You're right.
Maligned, and he's great.
Maligned. It's malignant. I mean it's benign. Move on.
Wait, isn't he essentially playing the same character as in Don't Tell Her It's Me? Like the uppity. Remember,
Was
we
he
did
in
the
that?
episode.
Oh yeah, he's also in
the uppity villain.
What the
God,
hell's
you're
Don't
right.
Tell Her It's Me?
It's also known as the Boyfriend School, asshole.
the Jamie Gertz movie we did. Steve
Gutenberg
movie.
as
Oh.
Lobo Marunga.
Yes, now I remember that.
Lobo Marunga.
So this movie starts.
Lobo Oprah.
Oh God! Holy shit!
Hey, anyone watch the Oscars in 1993?
If anyone didn't turn off for my interminable T-shirt plug, that did it. That was the end of it. It's like, yeah, season 9, no thank you. So we open with a a shot-for-shot remake of the theme song, which I feel like the movie should end right after that. Like it just be that and then credits and we're done.
This is the fucking mistake, though, Steve, because that's what you want it to be. You want it to open with what we know the cartoon to open with, and it fucking doesn't.
With
it opens
Winston's cigarettes, Dann.
Oh, hey, Barn, let's smoke on the porch. No, it opens with Kyle MacLachlan and Halle Berry like hatching the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
I thought I bought a ticket to see John Goodman fucking freeball it in a cat costume. This fucking leopard print dress he's wearing.
Yeah, but you're not seeing any tapping, and that's what I'm.
What do you mean, sex?
Like dance?
No, with his dick and balls tapping against the cloth.
I mean,
like that's what.
Yeah, right. The flaps.
I'm not seeing any taps. I'm disappointed now.
I thought you meant him fucking him. It's like, Jesus.
Boy, Kevin, it is a fascinating way in which you watch movies.
No, that's what happens when Flintstone gets out of the bathroom. They play taps. So but we do there's Kyle MacLachlan, whatever.
It's the plan is like we're gonna have some guy like take the fall. I'm gonna steal his money, and we're gonna go to Rockapoko.
Yeah. Everything's called something rock. There's Rock Donald's later in the film.
Oh, there certainly is.
Chev Rock. I mean, like this is half the movie is rock or stone as a joke.
Well, I'm rock hard.
That was 6 seasons of a cartoon show, Chris.
Also, yeah, okay.
That's where it's acceptable, though.
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry.
Kyle MacLachlan plays, what is it, Cliff Vandercave or something?
Vandercave, yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to say.
And Halle Berry is actually Sharon Stone. But
you get it?
They tried to get her to do this, but apparently there was a sketch conflict, which I don't buy.
And this is also all presented in the reality that Jesus would have you believe, where man and dinosaur coexist.
Yeah, and talk to each other.
Because there's a dog that's a dinosaur.
I mean, and Fred drives a dinosaur. His job is driving a dinosaur. He's like a dinosaur Uber driver.
I do give this.
Your brontosaurus will be here in 5 minutes.
I give this movie a little credit because the prequel like begins with that one of those brontosaurus like farting right in Stephen Baldwin's face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there isn't too much scat shit in this. I
'Cause
was
I
kind of
feel-
waiting for it.
Listen, here's the thing. The one scene in Jurassic Park aside, executive producer Steven Spielrock doesn't go in for the shit jokes.
No.
You can keep those at the door, mister. This is a Steven Spielrock production.
Who's that?
Oh, his caveman non-union equivalent.
Once he got to Cave Ellis Island, they gave him the name Spielrock.
I was going to say Steven Spielrock just loves divorce in his movies. He just wants it everywhere.
Little kids being precocious.
Also, the narratives that these two films, I'm marrying them now. Stephen Baldwin ages into Rick Moranis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Mark Addy ages into John Goodman, which I think you're kind of going backwards there.
In both cases, you're going
You're going backwards, yeah. Rick Moranis still looks 17.
Yes.
Yeah.
At age of 70 or whatever. I don't know how old he is at this
He's
point.
up there, yeah.
But yeah, so we get the Flintstones thing. The whole song happens. It's a lot of fun.
We go to the drive-in where they're going to see Tar Wars.
Directed, did you get this by Gorge Lucas? Come on,
Yes.
guys, that's funny.
Steven, I saw your little Flintstones picture you executive produced, and sick fat joke, asshole.
Did you like that one?
Actually, George, that wasn't me. That was Steven Spielrock. You want to give him a call?
You better not have stolen my designs for Subbrock, because I didn't make the prequels yet.
Man, and you see, it's like we have product placement for the film company within the fucking movie because you have the Universal thing go around and it's Universal. Oh my God, it's endless.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Fucking Tar Wars wouldn't be Universal. It would
No,
be 20th Century
exactly.
Rocks.
Exactly.
It would be.
And this
You're right, Steve.
bothered the fucking shit out of me. And then I noticed at the end of the movie, we might as well just talk about the end of the movie a little bit.
Yeah,
They're
the day is saved.
They're like leaving a theater,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, which was playing their own story, sort of like Pee-wee's
Big Adventure.
Sure. But then on the marquee for that, it says "Coming soon, Tar Wars." So,
Oh shit!
was there a time? Was there butterfly effect happen? Or
I think, dude, 2 words:
or-
time tunnel.
time tunnel, or they were going in the start of the movie to see the movie that we are now watching. So we were watching a
shit.
fictional portrayal of the Flintstones.
Oh,
This is
wow.
Now.
Oh.
This is now.
It's
What
like
you're seeing now
adaptation.
is happening now. People find rocks. People lose them.
There's the weird thing where you see a pterodactyl like flying people like an airplane.
Yeah.
Did
Oh
you
my
catch what
God.
this flight attendant says?
No.
She's like,
Ugh.
and if you look to your left, you'll see the Grand Canyon, which will be there in 50 million years.
Oh, right.
What the fuck are you doing? What is
Time
this
tunnel.
Like, dude, time tunnel or like psychic airline?
That you go with double on that one. The fucking at the end with the bird. Even Disney wouldn't do this to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, this movie stinks to high heaven.
Oh, those fat podcasters are doing it again. They're pointing out all these logic flaws in a cartoon movie.
Oh well, who cares?
It doesn't make sense.
It's not logic flaws, it's just stupid jokes that don't land.
Yes, they are dumb jokes. Speaking of dumb jokes, We Ate Movies now continues.
And this does play out like a Flintstones episode, doesn't it? It feels that way. It's all like,
It does, because it's essentially like a puffed up plot of a Honeymooners episode,
Yeah.
which is what the Flintstones
Yeah,
was
yeah.
based off of.
yes, for sure.
Oh, I would have loved a Honeymooners episode where it was like all the intrigue at the bus station. Someone's embezzling money. I took an aptitude test.
But all of this is totally a Honeymooners episode. So the whole thing is
Yeah,
like
all the Flintstones was too.
we're commuting to work. There's a weird they're singing the theme song to the town,
The Bedrock Twitch that was from the show. It was
but it's weird either way.
Yes.
your
I saw-
hometown has a theme song.
Not only that, they have a theme song that has no words. Like they're singing. There's not like a guy on the radio singing like,
really?
no, but it's just them singing it. So this fucking radio station is just playing an instrumental track.
well,
Very
Either way,
bizarre.
it's surf music,
This-
which is bizarre.
This whole town is deranged because we do see a crazy, wild-eyed old man mowing his lawn with a lobster.
Yeah,
yeah. I
Explain
guess-
that.
I-
Explain that.
it should be an alligator. I
Yes.
think. I mean, you're pulling things
Yeah.
out of their natural habitats. That's a little too much.
I just don't think a lobster can clamp enough to get my yard, sufficiently.
Oh, if those claws aren't sharp enough. Absolutely
No.
not.
I
Absolutely.
need like a bag of piranha or something.
I don't know,
that I'm
man. One
smashing to the
time
ground.
I got bit by a hermit crab, which are
Really?
just them little tiny ones.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, that thing hurt. I can't even imagine getting bit by a lobster claw.
that happened to you on a toilet seat or what?
No, I was in a surf shop in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they had these hermit crabs nestled betwixt two piles of Confederate flag
Wait,
memorabilia.
what? To just buy you like poppers? You
Oh,
just
yeah, you
eat
could
them?
you could just go on down the shore, buy some hermit crabs, brother.
What really?
Oh, totally. They're in these like little crates. You buy them for like $5. They're
And you
dead
just-
in 7 hours.
You're just munching them while you walk around the boardwalk?
No, they're supposed to be pets, dude.
So
That's
what did you just
disgusting.
climb in there with them, or what?
Nah, I picked it up. It was
okay.
in the shell. I thought it was empty.
Well, no, the beginning of this movie is about Barney being infertile. All right,
Maybe it's Betty's
You-
situation.
you don't really know what is wrong
Yes.
in the nethers of the rubble house.
Maybe they just aren't sexually compatible.
Maybe it's just rubble down there.
it's
you
an
know
old
what?
war wound.
Yes.
We're all good friends here. I would never ask you for money to adopt a child. That is just it's too much. It's literally too much.
Okay. Guess we weren't that close then.
Wow.
Well, good
Shit.
you wouldn't ask me, Steve, because I wouldn't give it to you anyway.
Hey, Chris, I'm adopting a child.
Oh, Eric, can
Money, please.
Wait a minute. No, you're not. You're fertile as hell. I know it.
Oh, no, I am not.
Because Barney's like, oh, thanks a lot, Fred. You know, it means a lot to us. And he's like, don't worry, Bon.
But it's one of those things where, like, you've given him whatever 25,000 shells or whatever the currency is. That's actually the one thing they don't particularly like mention is
What the amount?
yeah.
Because you don't want to put a dollar bill over Bam Bam's head.
No, I just mean like, do they actually talk about what their currency is? And I missed it.
God, I think in the cartoon they did.
I think
might
it
have
is
been
shells.
it might
I
be
think
clams.
clams
Is
and shells,
it?
yeah.
Okay, but like, yeah, they don't mention any of that. But it's the classic like, "Now just don't tell Wilmer about it, eh, Bon? I gave you half of our fucking entire existence."
Yeah.
By the way, Bon, I need someone to fucking retile my bathroom. Guess what you're doing this weekend?
Oh, see, that would be the other part of this. If it was a sitcom plot, now he's just working for him. Yeah, Bon, you're gonna work it off. Get the old fucking lobster mower out of the shed and cut my lawn.
The whole like don't tell Wilma thing, that's another one of these like old generation type of
Yes.
thing, like the boomers and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I wear that. I wear the pants in this house. My mother-in-law's a bitch. We'll get to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And the elk lodge. It's now called the Water Buffaloes because I'm in a cartoon.
Yep.
But these are important facets of society. All mother-in-laws suck ass. And I belong to a fraternal order.
I'm just imagining in my head, like, you remember those old like VHSs you would get, like, of just like 1 or 2 episodes of a sitcom,
Yeah.
or specifically a cartoon. It's the Flintstones starring my mother-in-law's a bitch.
Oh no, Wilma, she's dead.
The Flintstones. We'll be right back.
Well, audience, you read the title.
So Fred's dancing today.
But yeah, to your point, Eric, that's kind of the weird thing that gets dropped here, is like it's reflecting the 60s society in the 90s as
Which was
reflected
still kind
in
of there, but
but insofar as the BC era kind of a thing.
Ah, the BC era. Yeah.
before Christ, he's coming up soon. Don't worry.
Well, that's just the weird thing. It's because we're just doing. You're right. It's not like an updated version, which would be weird. I mean, like, is Bam Bam listening to Rockvana? It's 1994.
Oh, I like that.
Well, that's another missed opportunity. This could have been a prequel to Passion of the Christ. You know, like he goes and he meets a baby named John the Revelator.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, Jesus. Something about you just doesn't gel. I don't like it, but mark my words, Jesus. Someday you're going to get yours. I don't know how, and I don't know if it'll be at the hand of Fred Flintstone, but someday you'll get yours, Jesus.
Hey, Bond, I lost this bet. Now I got to kiss this guy on the lips in front of all these Romans.
Hey, Pontius, that's the guy.
Oh, man.
Turns out it was Barney who was actually the Messiah. And they frame it on Jesus, so he gets crucified.
You know not what you do.
So Fred gets home.
Barney's crucified in that scenario, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone gets crucified. At the end of the episode, the mother-in-law's up there. Everyone's been nailed.
The crosses are just 2 really long snakes.
And then,
they're complaining the whole time.
Caesar shows up riding a stegosaurus because whatever history.
You know what's crazy? There are people that believe that.
They do,
believe
yes.
what you just said.
Of course, yes. A sizable population of this planet, specifically located in the United States of America, believe that a few thousand years ago, just what,
6?
Mm-hmm.
We were coexisting. You could have one of your fucking microwaves that's a dog or whatever animal. Whatever fucking animal appliances exist to these people. They have a museum down Southway that has a museum where they showed the Stegosaurus was a household appliance.
And I believe, rightfully so, proof that sometimes the universe gets it right, that museum is having financial trouble. One time I was in Oklahoma and we were driving past this coffee shop that was indeed a creationist coffee shop.
Really?
And in the parking lot, they had a fucking Stegosaurus, like a big model, with the model of a kid riding it. So, of course, we got out to take a bunch of pictures and everybody noticed exactly what we were doing.
For the creationist coffee place, did they just not believe that beans were ever there? It was just all grounds from the beginning.
I don't know how it played into the coffee business itself because it was Sunday and they were closed due to the Lord.
Well, that's me. Yeah.
So Wilma finds out. She's like, oh, we need a new garbage disposal. And this is a disgusting scene.
Oh, my God.
You show this pig. I mean, first of all, the Henson shop had a bad week when they made this movie. Nothing looks that great. It's super animatronic, which, I mean, I guess there is some CGI.
This is Henson?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought this was Charles Entertainment Cheese.
It really
might as well be.
Everything should have a fucking quarter slot, man. It's bad.
It's really bad. I guess I was reading, though, they had not a lot of time and weren't given a huge budget. I mean, you can fucking tell.
Yes.
It is Chuck E. Cheese level animatronic shit. It's awful.
I mean, and there's some CGI in here. It all looks bad, but John Goodman, she's like, oh, hey, Fred, it's me, Wilma, your wife. And he's like, hi, wife. And she's like, by the way, we need a new garbage disposal, but I noticed our savings account is, destroyed. So he goes, you can just fix it. All you got to do is go in there. And he starts fisting this pig mouth.
It's outrageous.
It is
this
disgusting.
Just visually, it's like the fat guy from Seven. It really fucking took me out of it for a moment.
And it's like vomit.
It's so gross. I'm just getting sick thinking about
And
it.
usually you'd get an It's a Living, but I guess because of the fisting.
I mean, this thing is praying for death every day of its life.
There is a great. The pig comes back. We'll get there, but
It's horrifying because there are not one, not two, but three fucking forks stuck inside this thing. Oh God, what an existence!
But she finds out that he actually gave him the money to the rebel so they could adopt. We cut to the adoption agency. This is when I thought creationists would walk out because there's a monkey walking around like a man.
Yeah.
Couple of monkeys they're adopting.
Hey. Mr. and Mrs. Henderson.
Yeah.
Okay? Not monk. Fuck you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought when
Fuck
they
you.
said Mr. and Mrs. Henderson, it was going to be like a couple of Sasquatches.
Oh, that'd be cool.
like Harry
They
and
should be like
Henderson.
missing links. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Those also coexist.
Well, he
with Christ.
bowls with the missing links.
Oh, well, those are Neanderthals.
Oh, pardon
Yes.
me.
I want a full-on hair guy.
Gotcha.
So whatever, they wind up adopting Bam Bam, who Bam Bam Bigelow, the wrestler, fat guy with a head tattoo.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. He's wearing a big
Yup,
flame button down.
Me and Bam Bam were adopted by the Flintstones.
I was Pebbles and he was Bam Bam.
Much like the cartoon Pebbles, I had a sick ponytail.
Ew.
Luscious red hair.
All I had to do was dye my little rat tail from the production of Abraxas and just stand it up.
Put a bow in there.
Yup, I got fired from the live-action Flintstones movie playing Pebbles Flintstone because I refused to shave my mustache.
Ew. Dude, they got I don't know what they got this Pebbles at a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen discount warehouse. It looks exactly like her.
Dude, I think it might be secret long-lost sister.
Oh,
they were
shit.
triplets, and it was just like, listen, this shit will fucking fly as twins, but hey, sissy, you're the third wheel. You're done.
Nah.
Sissy Olsen, then she was just forgotten about by time itself.
Spielrock has his hands everywhere. He got on early in cloning.
Oh, he's cloning these
Yeah,
kids?
I think that's what's
Really?
happening. I think this is one of like, in Aliens, they like threw away the botched ones.
Yeah.
This one, they just cast him in shitty movies.
Well, it looks like a
Oh,
cross
shit.
between like an Olsen twin and fucking Pippi Longstocking. It is unsettling, this little girl.
So was Spielberg behind like the Culkin farm?
yeah, and like he did hybrids. That's probably what he got from
shit, dude.
Pippi Longstocking. And
Yeah.
Welcome to Culkin Farms. We make our own cheese, we bake our own bread, and we clone our own kids.
You want a young boy?
You want a precocious boy? He screams a lot. I can get you that.
Here's the greenhouse where we grow our McCoys. They're going to be coming in a couple months.
Oh, bad crop. Got a bunch of Kierans here.
Here at Culkin Farms, we raise all our kid clones pesticide free.
Feel free to take a Rory on your way out. Thanks for coming in.
And so Bam Bam shows up. He's super strong. It's annoying. The rebels kind of get to know him. I do think Rosie O'Donnell's really good in this movie.
Doesn't Rick Moranis get thrown out a window in this scene?
He's super strong.
Yeah, that's
there,
right.
Andrew.
And,
That's how that's sort of
yeah.
fun,
Oh,
right?
Bam
Well, what did they say?
Bam
He was
is
raised
strong.
by what? I
Oh,
don't know.
yes. It was
Was
some
it
type of
Neanderthals or
no,
something?
It was
No,
a straight up
it was a-
animal of some type.
Not pterodactyl, but like something of
That was
that.
like a mammal.
Yeah.
It was raised by Trumps.
Oh, good God.
The blonde hair on Rick Moranis is a little unsettling.
It's very weird.
I
It's
mean, like
very
you
weird.
put him in a different fucking shirt. He's in Repo Man now. You know what I mean? It's very punk. And also, John Goodman has my haircut, by the way, in this
Oh,
movie.
I found it. I found
found them.
Thank you, Zeb. Raised by mastodons.
There it is.
Bam Bam
There
was
it is.
raised by mastodons.
You know what, by the way, just thinking on Rick Moranis' hair for a hot second, it's basically the Rick Moranis haircut dyed blonde. Where is the Barney Rubble mullet?
Well, he didn't have a mullet.
He kind of had a little bit of a mullet, didn't he?
Well, it was just like, it was a flop over.
Yeah.
kind of
But
a
the
stitch.
back kind of went down, did it not? Or was it cleaned up back there?
That's when he was a cop in the 80s.
No, he actually did.
He was a cop for a little while.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, there was one of those reboots of the Flintstones.
Wow.
Fred and Barney were cops.
Explains a lot.
It was like End of Watch.
Yeah, I think that was your cocaine.
No, it was like bright, and instead of an orc cop, there was like a dino cop or something.
The cartels have to pay, Bon.
Oh, you're totally right, Steve. Yeah, all right. I guess I don't know why I pictured him with a mullet.
Oh, dude, Bad Lieutenant Flintstones. Fred is jerking off onto a fucking car window.
Give me some kibble, Bon.
Got money on the Mets.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention about Elizabeth Perkins playing Wilma.
Sure.
She is so good doing this Wilma voice.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I thought for like the first 2 or 3 minutes she has screen time that it was a dub.
Oh, really?
And then
I thought I was living in a cartoon.
It was. I mean, the casting in this movie is good. You guys,
They do. Everyone does a good job. Everybody. We do this a lot with these kinds of movies. These like big, whatever, high concept, like low reward kind of movies where like certain people don't get it or don't care. You can't say that about anybody in this cast. Literally everybody, even Halle Berry, Kyle MacLachlan is doing a good job. Dan Florek is doing okay.
Go to bed, Fred.
Dan Florek's playing Mr. Slate.
Yes. He runs the SVU, the SVU rock.
There is a scene that they added after the fact that we are around, so let's talk about it. The bowling championship.
It's directed by who did the reshoots on this movie?
Whoa.
Murder Man?
Francis Ford Coppola.
No, close. Spielberg's pal, John Landis.
Oh, that's right.
It was during his dark his banishment,
which continues rightfully so to this day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you imagine that though? That's what I can get you. Like I'm fucking Steven Spielberg, and all I can help you out with is an uncredited directorial scene in the Flintstones movie. Goob.
You know, it was either going to be a bowling alley scene or a pterodactyl scene, and he was like, you know what, John? Let's do the bowling one instead.
John, just don't tell Universal. Do you got another name? You got a second ID I can use?
Yeah, let's use Max Landrock.
But yeah, so this is a bowling alley scene. This is a very, you get the Elks Lodge. Is the Elks? Did I make that or no?
That's what it's based
Water
off.
buffalo?
Yes,
Water
buffaloes. They're, I think each other team they're playing has a different animal representing their lodge.
Yeah,
where
but I
they
think
go to talk about He-Man, woman hating, and whatnot.
In the Honeymooners, that was the Moose Lodge.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And the Elks Lodge is a real life thing that my dad used to be a part of.
Oh wow,
My grandfather too.
Yeah.
I think the water buffalo thing is also from the cartoon.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it definitely
think-
is.
yeah,
Yeah. They
And all
lodged it up.
And so even the Fred's famous bowling stance with the twinkle toes thing, and you get the Hanna-Barbera noise of him going.
The sound design is great here in this movie too. Like they hit all of those things. Like the feet pedaling with the car also works.
Yeah.
But the most disgusting part of this scene, did anybody else throw up at this when they win the championship?
I threw up the entire film.
It's their team is it's Barney, Fred, and then a bunch of cavemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all are like
and Bull from Night Court, my friend.
Oh yes, Richard Mall himself is in this movie. They all do like a bobbing for apples move in like a big goblet of beer.
I think it was milk. It was white, wasn't it?
That's the foam.
Yeah,
that's the fun. Okay, dude. I might have been pissed then.
Dude, it's the fucking Stone Age, man. They are making beer the best they can, milking dinosaurs.
I thought you were gonna.
That's not how that works.
Fermented milk.
I thought you were talking about the consistency of when John Goodman starts sobbing at the stupid poem. It's like he's crying snot.
Yeah, it's a very viscous cry.
It's really gross.
Well, Barney is like, and it's kind of amazing because nobody wants to fucking hear this. We're all just out having a good drink with the buddies.
Tear ducts didn't evolve yet. It was just mucus ducts.
Oh,
just spraying snot.
A bit of history in this.
Sorry, Steve. Please continue.
He's like, my friend Fred bought me as a kid, so
I could do whatever I want with it too.
Anything I want.
Anything.
You're the best, Fred. And then he's crying fucking snot and boogers are flying out of his eyes.
No, Liv. We just went to the Rubble's house. They got a child farm. They got Bam Bam lifting cars for money. It's disgusting.
Yep, I heard about the Rubble farm. Has nothing to do with the Culkin farm. I'm going to be moving these boxes while I'm talking to you. But it has nothing to do with us, the good people at the Culkin Farms. You can look us up. We're in the book.
My name's Ice Age T. I'm in the Flintstones universe.
Yes.
You want me to wear what?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But yeah, he gives this whole speech about my dear good friend Fred, and everyone's just very uncomfortable.
They're like, dude, this is a fucking bowling alley right now. We were trying to celebrate a championship win.
And later, Barney starts to make another speech, and Richard Moll's like, God, is it another fucking speech about Fred? Jesus.
God, let's beat him to death and eat his body. We're cavemen, right?
So yeah, they win this big bowling trophy, blah blah blah. There's a contest at work to see who's going to be the next junior executive, i.e., who's going to take the fall for Kyle MacLachlan's scheme.
That's right. And so it's this is where like it's a major honeymooner saying, oh boy, here comes a promotion. I'm going to be a big executive now.
Right.
Oh, that's because Elizabeth Taylor treats him like shit.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's
In
the
her
motivation.
Final
You're right.
theatrical film performance, Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh,
as
Jesus Christ.
Wilma's mother, who is a mother-in-law, who therefore,
Is terrible.
yes, is a
But
villain.
this is
Villain of the
another
film.
classic cartoon character, though, man. Pearl Slaghoople herself.
I will take your word for it.
She was all over this cartoon.
Was that English you just said?
Pearl
Uh-huh.
Slaghoople.
Slaghoople.
Yep, Slaghoople.
Slaghoople.
Wilma Slaghoople.
Is that not a Swedish band as well?
No, that is the discredited Steel dossier. I did not slag Hoople.
The Slaghoople dossier is garbage.
It's kind of outrageous, man, because this is like John Goodman is screaming in this woman's face.
It's uncomfortable for a bit.
It's really weird, and it's also because like this is like the dynamic, like the family dynamic we've set up, which it's thoroughly rooted in the 1950s and 60s. Like he's screaming at this woman, and Wilma's just standing there like, "Oh, Fred,
Yeah,
You're like,
it's-
Jesus Christ."
It's you should have married the other kid from the neighborhood who's
Oh,
doing very
right.
well these days.
Yeah. Oh,
blah,
what's
blah.
old Johnny Bedrock up
Fucking
to?
talking about prehistoric. These jokes, my God.
Is this where we find out that like that Wilma came from like a cult family?
What?
Wait, what?
Remember,
she comes from a
makes
rich
she makes
family.
but she makes this joke about how like
Fidelia.
they sacrificed Wilma's brother to the gods.
Oh,
Wait,
yes.
what? I missed that.
Yes, it's a. Oh, fuck. Cabin's right. I don't. It's a weird.
Wilma is in Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene, essentially.
She's talking about like the sacrifices that the family made on behalf of Wilma, and it was
Got
like you sacrificed X, Y, and my brother Larry. It's like two animals,
Uh-huh.
and then the button on the joke is "and my brother whoever the fuck," and you're just like,
To-
wait, what?
To who? Like King Kong or something?
Whatever they're worshiping back then. Yeah, to King Kong.
Some
maybe.
sort of tiger god, maybe. I don't know. The sun. That's a
I can get
possibility.
King Ring, the Lizard King. I don't know.
Lizards or tigers, I could get behind. You want
Okay.
to start worshiping those? Yeah.
Godzilla.
I'll
Just
I'll-
worship Godzilla. How about that shit?
Dude, if
Well-
it turned out that Godzilla was real, I'd be praying to that thing. Are you kidding me?
You know,
Just in case. You never know.
Godzilla's too, known. I want like an unknown underground lizard.
Oh, an indie lizard?
Yeah, exactly. I want an indie lizard.
Like
You
the
wanna-
Tremors? You want the
Yeah.
Tremor monsters?
He wants a lizard that's going to pester him to read his zine.
Exactly. Yes, I want a lizard that will give me a great mixtape.
A lizard who's been to at least 5 Fugazi shows.
There's an aptitude test where Fred does very poorly because he's really stupid.
I think he's playing
criminally.
him dumber in this movie than he was supposed to be in the cartoon. He's like Homer Simpson stupid.
Yeah.
He's really stupid in this movie. And I was sitting there the whole time like I didn't remember the cartoon character, the
Sure.
beloved Fred Flintstone, being like just barely functioning. But this is how they play him in this movie. He's like, I don't know, bud. What's drinking water have to do with anything? What do you mean breathing?
Yeah, Bon, and then I met the president again.
But also, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, the whole thing is Kyle MacLachlan is giving this test,
Yes.
and at the end of it, he picks the one who did the best.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like,
It's
the
like
idea
you
is you're looking for a patsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more interesting if they just played it straight.
Here's the thing, Cabin. I think because he's got to file the paperwork on this aptitude test.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is
and
this
he's like,
true?
look, these are all guys that dwell in this quarry anyway. How smart can they be?
there's so Barney realizes that Fred did very poorly, that he's like, well, we'll switch the names. I do owe him for that kid I have, which is weird. Like, he's like, I'll never be able to pay. There's a lot of like thought bubbles, like, how could I ever pay you back? It's like, if you get that job, you can like literally pay him back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Leave it on the money, man. Don't like just exchange a service for another service, kind of a thing.
You're gonna be too bitter for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're lucky everything works out the way it does.
Well, thank God it's a Flintstones episode.
Yeah, I mean, thank God his child's almost killed. That's
Sorry,
great.
Bon, I can't help you with your end of life care. You should have got a better job while you could. That's capitalism.
That is exactly what it is.
Betty's got dementia. It's a fucking living hell over there at the Ruffle household.
Man.
We need living hell.
Speaking of capitalism, the debt is piling up because Bam Bam at one point they go to a store and there's a bunch of crystal plates and stuff that get smashed up from the ensuing Bam Bam, and obviously the store proprietor just moves that debt onto this poor woman that had no control over the situation.
This is way later in the film after
Is
Fred
it?
gets the job and
Oh,
they're all
whatever,
fucking rich
dude,
because
it's the
then
Flintstones.
Wilma's like, "Hey, big boy, put it on my credit card." Kind of.
Right.
Well, no, that's
yes.
that's a classic Flintstones joke because women with credit cards, charge it.
Yeah, that's
a classic
Right,
Flintstones joke.
yes. Women be shopping.
It's a classic
Classic,
Sinbad
classic.
joke. Dude, Sinbad would have been great in this movie.
He
looks
really
like,
would have.
He would have been.
He
You're
would have
right.
excelled.
What, didn't Sinrock do a pass on it?
Sin Bedrock.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So,
you know who? I'm just looking at
No,
my
please.
notes because like I watched the movie and then like read things about it at the same time.
Sure.
For fear of paying attention the entire time. Jim Belushi was offered the role of Fred Flintstone.
They said he was too skinny. It's the only
What?
time that's ever happened.
I'll take it.
Well, because he had a blood pact with Joel Silver, but then Joel Silver left the production.
Well, there was Joel Silver was involved. No,
Richard Donner.
Richard Donner was supposed to do it, and then
What?
he got this script where it was like during the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, Fred and Barney going up and down the coast looking for work, and
the Grapes of Wrath.
and like I should imagine reading this whole script like, the fuck did you waste your time for? No, we're not gonna make this.
Well, this.
It's the fucking Flintstones movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's really bad, by the way.
Yeah.
Was that also a prequel?
No,
Or was the whole fucking family with him?
I think the idea was like they had to leave the family to
It's
work.
It's literally like Grapes of Wrath. That's what he compared it to in the trivia.
That's really stupid.
And they just go to camp
Just
with
imagine,
the
like,
family.
Donner being like 200 pages. You wasted 200 pages?
200 pages and there's not a bomb on a single toilet.
Oh, there's your bomb on a toilet.
They
Does-
eat Dino on page 10.
They
Well,
had to. They fucking had to.
We're not going to make this movie.
I love that. I think, at least for a while anyway, it held the record as having the most screenwriters working on a single title, and it was like
700.
35.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
it came
boy.
out so great.
Well,
in the
their
end.
work shows, by the way. Their work really
Well,
shows.
actually, but I will say that Belushi would have been too much for this movie because he would have been a little too nasty to Wilma. Like, you know what I mean? The chemistry wouldn't be.
Imagine Jim Belushi giving it to Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh,
Just
man.
really
Yes, exactly.
laying it in.
dabba do, you stupid hooker.
Exactly.
You're just a dumb bitch, Rock.
Hey,
What? I put rock at the end of it.
Jim, that doesn't excuse it, and we're cutting that whole the C-Rock thing. I'm not gonna say it again. But it's rock.
How about Sea Stone?
Sea Stone down by the seashore.
So Barney's got these fucking 10 commandment tablets that
Yeah.
they did this test on.
Sure.
And he's like, let's do a solid for old Freddy boy. And Rick Moranis flops the 2 tests in the
Sure.
envelope and turns it in. Turns out he got the highest score, but it goes to Fred. Fred gets this promotion, and he is indeed in this executive training program, which has absolutely no training time attached to it.
No.
He's in the fire face first.
I mean, like, it's, we're taking some digs at corporate culture here, I guess. Not really at all.
I
no.
mean, we're kind of showing how like great it is in a way because it's just like oh, look, you're like a factory worker. This is called a desk.
Yeah.
And you sit at desk.
Even better, the suggestion is really like, oh, don't bother going up there. You're going to hate it. You're going to fucking hate it up there.
Yes.
It's better that you stay where you are. That's a better place to be for you.
That's
and not
the-
to take money from us. Just don't do it, okay?
That's the end of the movie, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
Like,
really fucked up.
Very bizarre.
He's got a dictabird, which this is the most fucking Rainforest Cafe looking thing
Oh,
of the
yeah.
whole damn movie.
This
man.
thing took my fucking mozzarella sticks order once before. I'll tell you that much.
This thing has got fucking C batteries in its back. Like, dude, just turn it around.
I've seen better shit at the back of a Toys R Us, man. This thing's terrible.
But this is actually a Flintstone actor, the guy who did the Great Gazoo.
Oh,
did
Harvey
the-
Korman, man.
Yes,
Wow,
did the voice.
royalty.
But by the
Hello,
way,
Dum Dum.
has anybody who has seen the prequel?
I
I've not.
Oh, I did.
did, but many moons ago.
Alan Cumming plays the Great Gazoo in
The
that
Great
movie.
Kazoo.
Oh, right.
Nightmares about
Right,
that
right.
image of him as
Oh
the
my
kazoo.
God.
Because
I
it's him.
forgot.
It's him dressed up like in face
He's
paint.
like a
It's
little-
the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's like little, right?
And then they
Yes.
just make him small, but it's not like a cartoon. It's Alan Cumming dressed up like a fucking bad Halloween costume.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth. Let's just stay tuned then, is what it is.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
It's
oh
nightmare.
yeah.
a
Oh
nightmare.
yeah.
I even think that the cartoon should be on AD one of these days, Animation Damnation, which is a Patreon show we run.
You know what's a horrifying thing? When he's told that he's given this promotion. My God,
Production?
can't talk tonight. When he's given the promotion,
Uh-huh.
he does a yabba dabba do, and he fucking floats in the air. I don't think so. Live action movie. Some
No?
shit just should not transfer from the cartoon.
I was
and
fine
John
with it.
Goodman on a fucking pulley getting hung up in the air.
First
like
of
that.
all, two pulleys. Let's
And that shot inspired The Matrix.
Did anybody notice, by the way, the morning that Fred Flintstone has to start this job?
Oh yeah.
It
Oh
is
yeah.
quite clear to all the adults in the theater
Uh-huh.
that there has been a celebratory "you got a promotion" fuckathon in the Flintstone bedroom the night before. Oh my lord!
There's no windows in this world, so the smells are wafting over.
Oh,
to the
yeah,
other
dude.
homes, you
The
know?
smells, the sounds.
Sound,
Yeah,
definitely the sound.
Yeah, there's no windows. It's holes in rocks are what's protecting
primal
you.
rage. Primal rage. Just the oh my lord.
Well, that's how people know not to mess with his stuff. Is the noise, the sex noises,
Yeah.
and the sex stank. I gotta rub my musk on the doorway, or else someone's gonna steal my wife.
Yeah, you don't want to get on Fred Flintstone's bad side. I see what he does to things he loves.
So, but to be fair with the sex stuff,
Yes.
Halle Berry's very dangerously close to a "I got kids here."
Oh, 112%.
I mean, she looks great and is awesome, and she's actually really
This is
really
also
good in this
another
movie.
one of these old stereotypes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the fucking hot secretary.
secretary.
Oh, my fucking God, Bart. I can't even fucking control my dick.
I got a secretary.
Hey, Bon, I jerked off at work today.
Hey, Bon, can you come to my office?
Hey, Bart, I threw up on the bus today.
Bon, I need you to come to the office. Yeah, no, I'll tell you when you get here. No, all right. Bon, she's dead, all right? Is that what you wanted to hear, Bon? Now come help me.
And you gotta get rid of this dictabird too. He's gonna talk.
I'm gonna feed him to the raptors.
Well, it's great that DNA evidence didn't exist here.
Oh no, my mother-in-law fell down a staircase again.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, she fell down the staircase. An owl flew in the window and scared her, and she fell down the stairs. It's the plot of the true crime documentary, The Staircase.
Michael Peterson rock.
Oh, my brother-in-law, huh? Oh, well, he fell in a wood chipper, which is actually just a big snapping turtle.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he gets the lay of the land. It's very much like he's signing a bunch of stuff he's not looking at. He learns this dictabird we talked about a little bit is like this snooty bird that will take dictation for him and will repeat it. But he's also just a sentient dude. That's the thing though. Like
Yeah.
in the Flintstones universe, like you're never alone. It's very uncomfortable. Like here I am in my office, and here's this dude bird who's like,
We want
"Hey, man,
what you want. Civilization.
You know what the
Exactly.
dude bird reminded me of? And I know No, it totally reminded me of this. The butler from The Nanny. That dude, remember that guy?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. That guy's just always in the background fucking criticizing you endlessly in an English accent.
I just had David Warner in my head the whole time.
Oh, he could be a Now We're Talking
He
David
looks
Warner.
like David Warner.
Jesus.
So capitalism gets seeped into the first things first. He has to fire Barney Rubble because Barney got the lowest score on the test.
How did that happen?
Because Fred's stupid as dirt.
Yeah, they switched tests. There you go.
And that's a weird...
It's like the Fugitive Rock when they switch the samples.
It's like strangers on a test.
I love how that was not in any way a Flintstones pun, but still a totally welcomed joke.
It worked.
Crisscross. So then another fucking horrendously awkward social situation in this movie. Fred comes home from work from his first day, and they're throwing him a congratulatory party.
Yeah.
And he's like, Fred, come on in, buddy, old pal. I got you this briefcase.
This is insane. This is the most pig-headed thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He fucking
Throwing someone a party?
Yes, that's also rude. I don't like surprises, but he's handing him this briefcase. This is a gift. Like, you're promoted. Like, you should have this briefcase. It's got your initials on it. No, I don't want it. He keeps refusing it.
Yeah.
Even though it's monogrammed for him, he keeps refusing it.
Everyone's looking.
Just take it and tell fucking Barney that he's been fired later. Don't just say in front of everyone while you're receiving a gift for your promotion that you were firing your best friend from his job.
Guy's got a pebble in his fucking brain. What do you like? Come on. He doesn't know this shit.
It's true.
He's fucking dullard.
True.
Did anybody see his record collection?
Oh, Bruce Springstone.
Springstone, Bone to Run, and T-Rex.
We were born to run.
He's got T-Rex.
He's
Wow.
got T-Rex.
Oh, T-Rex. That's fun.
Wow.
Electric Lizard or something. I don't know.
man.
Well, that makes sense because there was that shit. What was it called? Anyway.
Well, then
never
also
mind.
the house band of this movie for no reason.
The BC-52s.
Man.
It's a lot.
Fred Schneider brought that outfit from home. I guarantee you that. It's like, don't worry, I've got it.
Like, all right, so Fred, we need you to come in for a fitting. No, don't worry about it. It was just Halloween.
Loose fit, tight fit. What you want, gents?
I would be totally 100%. This sounds crazy. I'd be totally 100% fine with like a spin-off movie of just the B-52s on the road throughout the caveman era.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
We get to see like fucking like truck stops or
Dude, here it is.
whatever.
Uh-oh, this is not a hip town. Better skip it.
Yes,
Here-
exactly.
And then
Here's
you
what
hear
it is.
the Flintstones run noise and they leave.
Here's what it is. You just take the exact plot of Almost Famous.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
But just use the
exactly.
BC-52s. It's a lawn mowing lobster.
Well, this is during that montage of just them doing rich stuff.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Where they're going to like
Fucking in a hot tub like it's a VH1 reality
so
show.
buying Liz Clarebone.
Barney gets fired, but Fred and Wilma let them stay at their house, which is very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and then we get the
While
rich montage.
They add a story to the house. They add so much, and their worldly possessions increase, and it's. I guess everything's coming up,
and
Fred.
they're rubbing it in the Rubble's face.
Well, there's this really the first scene where he's like, "Oh, hey, Bon, what's mine is yours. I'm making you a steak. Uh-oh, the dog's got it. Better go catch it."
Yeah,
and
he's
he just
like,
gotta watch his
Hope you like it rare, motherfucker.
He's-
Yours is getting away, asshole. Go get it out of the fucking dog's mouth.
You know, Bon, Dino's mouth is cleaner than our own.
Especially back then.
Barney, how do you like being my butler?
Yeah, it's a plot from Sign Rock, but don't worry about it.
Oh, and it's during this rich montage where we get the new garbage disposal, the lean, clean,
Oh, right.
new, thin.
Which is only slightly smaller than the used model.
And
I just want them to just show the other one being put in a sack and thrown in a lake.
Well, my favorite one is where we see Fred flying on Jeffrey Epstein's pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best of the bunch, I think.
But
Where's the thing where there's like, I think this is right after, it's in this We're Rich Now shopping montage, because the montage sort of ends with Bam Bam fucking up the China shop.
oh, right.
And they go out into the parking lot and everybody's like, get the fuck down! And it's a pterodactyl. And the gag is like, it's like a bird shitting on a car.
Yeah, oh, dude.
But this bird, it's like fucking Richard, what's his face in Ghostbusters getting douched with all that marshmallow shit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No. They make a point earlier. One of fucking the newspapers he holds.
Yeah.
A fucking pterodactyl ate a whole rugby team. Like those things can just fucking eat people.
Why the
They have
hell is
rugby.
rugby a thing that exists in this world?
It's not even rockby.
There's I mean, it's a gag in quotation marks, but one of the headlines on the newspaper is Middle East peace talks fail. Did anyone else see
Yes.
that?
No, I missed
it's,
that one.
it's a tale older than time itself. Huh?
What?
Huh?
Krakatoa.
No, it's BC, so it doesn't work out. It's fine.
And
yeah.
the sub is like Krakatoa erupts east of Java. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
They also make
You're
a
going
gag.
too far.
There is a one headline I did grab was there's a gag about that plane crashing in the Andes and they have to
Yes.
eat each other and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's
Hilarious.
I guess a pterodactyl crashed on a mountain. or
Rock
something.
9/11 happened.
It's a rock 9/11. Boom, 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 boom.
Jet fuel can't melt rock beams. Why am I singing this song?
Well, the weird thing is the B-50, they do go to a club eventually when the B-52s are in this movie.
Right.
But it's not all of the B-52s. It's only like Fred Schneider, one of the women, and some other dude. Like,
Well, I think at this point in their career, the second lady, there might have been a falling out because the other dude.
I just feel like she was like, nah, dude, I'm good.
No, man.
But it's the Flintstones.
Dude, listen, if you are in the fucking B-52s, you will indeed appear in the Flintstone movie. Don't even worry about
You
it.
were born to do that at that point.
It's either this or the Snorks, baby.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Dude, Snorks live action.
Yeah, where's that?
Well, if we can do the Smurfs now, you can do the Snorks.
I guess we'll see
We
how
need the
Aquaman
Snorks.
does. I mean, maybe that's going to be an extended universe.
Right, yeah, and Aquaman's fucking some snorks. He's getting some.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I have to not care about that Aquaman movie.
Oh, it's going to happen.
I just forget that it even exists.
James Wan's directing it. I'm kind of into it, but also if he doesn't like, he's a kind of guy who has to listen to nothing but late Metallica. That's his character, and if it's
Really?
not there, I'm sorry, I'm out.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Saint
about.
anger, motherfucker.
I thought you were talking about James Wan.
no Aquaman.
There's a great thing where like.
Metallirock that was right there.
Oh, that's true. There's a great thing where
Oh no, Bond. Metallirock's brontosaurus tipped over. They're short one basis.
And now we got Nap Rock taking taking all of our clams.
Hey Bond, they're gonna play Enter Sandrock.
there's an alternative montage where it's like Barney's got a bunch of bad jobs.
Oh yeah.
One of which is he's a crash test dummy. Did you
Yeah.
catch that? That's sad. Well, at this restaurant where the BC-52s are playing, it's like a weird, like, we're going to take our friends out for a night on the town. Boy, Bond sure is late for dinner. And then, like, Barney's the waiter. Oh.
I got all this cocaine to do. We're rich now, Wilmer.
Hey, Wilmer, look at my cool business card. Doesn't this ivory font look awesome?
Because we live in the Stone Age, it's actually it's Coke Rock, which is it's crack. We're smoking crack, Wilma.
And it's delicious.
We have to have it in rock form because it's the Flintstones.
Yep. Moral rot and capitalism go hand in hand, even in the Stone Age.
8 ball. No. It's called a boulder.
Boulder. And
Oh.
Betty's feeling very uncomfortable with the whole situation.
At this restaurant, which
Oh
is...
my God! I can't believe this is what killed John Belushi.
Cavern on the Green.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Ladies
yes,
and
they go to
gentlemen.
Cavern on the Green.
Which this was one of those dumb moments in IMDb trivia where it's like in this movie they go to a restaurant
I
called
do.
Cavern on the Green
Oh.
and Rick Moranis works there. And in Ghostbusters, Rick Moranis' character goes to Tavern on the Green and is eaten by a mystical dog. And you're just like, why? Why did anyone take the fucking keystrokes?
Well, other movies are awesome.
Yeah, if you are watching the Flintstones, you're like, what were other movies like? So yeah, they have this. It kind of comes to a head here, and Barney winds up punching Fred.
Well, this is after it's revealed that Fred unknowing to Fred, because he's an idiot, has signed away a thing where all the dudes in the quarry get fired because Kyle MacLachlan's whole plan is he's going to introduce this like automated quarry system, and they won't need the people anymore. So there's like a weird news report where the newscaster, by the way, is Lorraine Newman. Why did you even get out of bed for this?
Also, there's television. There is an actual rock broadcasting images.
They have a big screen TV in the house too, and that's a weird thing because most of the shit in this universe exists in ways where they get around electricity, except for like
I think
TVs
that's of the show as well, though. Like TV's always existed for some reason.
Yeah, they
It's
have
just
headlights.
bizarre.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
they
it's
do
weird.
They go to a drive-in theater in every episode, right?
Eric, did you notice your best friend on one of the TVs?
Oh yeah, dude.
Mr. Popcorn or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper, also known as Jay Leno.
Oh, I did not.
right.
Yeah, I did not. I blinked and I missed it.
Bedrock's
And then
Most Wanted or
I
whatever.
was looking for it all day today on YouTube and I couldn't find it.
He's like doing an unsolved mystery show, essentially.
No, it's like America's Most Wanted.
Oh, but it's the one where they're doing like the fake,
reenactment
the reenactment of the crime.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I remember the reenactment of the crime. Yes.
I totally missed those. Speaking of Blink, you miss it. But they have like, there's a dude who plays like the TV movie version of Fred.
Sure.
There's someone who plays the TV version of Kyle MacLachlan, and I don't know if this was supposed to be a deleted scene. I did not see it, but it was supposedly Sam Raimi.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
No, I think they cut it. They must have cut it.
I was looking for Sam Raimi the entire time, and he doesn't like pop back up. And I was like,
that's
maybe they'll go back to that TV movie.
That's a fake Shemp right there.
Now, time for me to get some sweet.
Mr. Simpson, no!
So they Wilma winds up leaving Fred at this point because she's so disgusted with the way he's acted.
Smashes that house up something good.
Mm-hmm.
All the Rubbles also move out at this point.
Yeah, the Rubbles the Rubbles move out. They're homeless, actually. They're living on the street.
Yeah.
It's fucking real, dude.
Time
It got
to sell
real.
that kid, man.
Yes.
Try to fucking hawk that
Yeah,
shit.
get that money back.
Yeah.
I paid 25,000 claims. I'll
Hey,
take
Liv,
10.
these sick sons of bitches got a kid for the adoption for the money, but now they're living on the street eating ostrich eggs or whatever.
Hire him out. He's an enforcer. If I
Yeah,
ever
that's
saw
true.
one.
Who, Rick Moranis?
No, Bam Bam.
Yeah, he's like
Oh.
super strong.
Yeah, he could be the
fucking
heavy.
Get the rock mafia and like.
It's a rock mafia.
But no, but to be fair though, like that's something that should happen. Like, or is it like uncouth where like
A kid working for the mafia? I don't know. It's probably happened.
No, like
Simpsons did
Simpsons
it.
did it.
if your standing in society goes so low in this BC world,
Yeah.
do you like just become a garbage disposal? Like what? You know what I mean? Like maybe that becomes
Oh,
your
shit.
job.
Now
a
I have to
great
work as
idea.
Fred Flintstone's toilet.
It's a living.
I thought you were almost going for something like the lobster.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cutting your neighbor's lawn.
Bam.
Which one is gonna be my toilet?
Yeah, debtor's prison would definitely be
Mm-hmm.
toilet school for everyone.
Toilet school. So yes, they wind up. It's your beginning of the third act situation. Everything's going down.
There's a weird thing here though where like Fred figures out what the deal is fucking finally.
Oh sure.
And Halle Berry goes, Mr. Flintstone, you should run while you have the chance.
Yeah, dude.
So then like the Rubbles are homeless. And Wilma is with her mother,
Sure.
Ms. Slaghoople. I believe she's a widow.
Oscar winner Liz Taylor.
But then Fred, it's like John Goodman's walking around in this disguise, and he runs into a homeless Jonathan Winters.
Goodman in this disguise looks like fucking Tevye, man. It's a real, it's a very specific look. And there's like a gag where like there's a wanted poster, which is just the cartoon. Anyone else notice? So like he's talking to Jonathan Winters. Jonathan Winters is drinking like hard whiskey kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But there's it's the most terrifying thing. He's down in like in the dumps, and who does he run into but his own garbage disposal?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
And it notices him, and it
starts
goes,
going, Flintstone!
It does. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's like,
Well, because everything else can there's one It's a Living joke somewhere in here. It's like, this sucks.
This job sucks. It's at the beginning. Oh no, it's when they're at their lunch break and this fucking thing is used as a bottle opener. This poor little animal. It's like crack.
But I mean, like, everything can talk fine, but this malformed pig garbage disposal that's always wet is just like,
You know why? Here's the thing. When that garbage disposal graduated from disposal high, he had the voice of an angel. But he's been swallowing the fucking Flintstones goddamn detritus and fucking fork collection for the last 10 years.
Also, he's sweating. He's trying to get away from Al the pig butcher, who has to take care of all these things.
Dude, I want the guy who's cutting them things up and eating them. Real homeless hard times.
Standalone film, not only of the B-52s, the BC-52s, but also Al the pig butcher.
Only the disposals. I only do pigs.
So they catch Fred. Everyone's looking because the whole town's out of work essentially.
Yep.
Because capitalism doesn't care about money. It just cares about, it doesn't care about like what it's doing to the society. The society has crumbled at this point.
Yeah,
Literally, no one has
matter.
a job.
As long as the bottom line is increasing, automate that shit.
Jeff
That's right.
Beeswax or whatever the fuck.
Well, you got fucking Bernie Sandstone, man, talking about how the 1%'s taking it all away from the rest of the goddamn cavemen.
And then you got all these other fucking cavemen doing parentheses Bernie Sandstone around him. Those. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not fair that Mr. Slate makes so much money and nobody else gets a fucking fair shake.
Fred Flintstone, he works hard every day. Nothing.
We need to unionize the appliances.
Oh, yeah, that's what
They've suffered enough.
That's what the mission would be.
Oh my God, there's no difference between what he's saying and Joseph Stalin.
Then
we need
get
a Soviet Union in this show.
Yes. Well, there is one line about which brought up a whole world of possibilities where they're like talking about Fred's intelligence earlier on in the film, and like, oh, he's no Albert Einstein, which means Albert Einstein exists.
That
So did
means-
the Nazis exist?
They
The
had to.
Nazis exist.
the Roxys, dude.
The Operation Paperclip happened, and they got Roxy scientists into the United States to help us walk faster when we drive our fake cars or whatever.
And they just finally got Commander Ike Rock.
Anybody seen that movie?
No.
Yeah.
That's maybe if
Operation Finale or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
right.
maybe if everyone in the world is like, dude, it's the best movie you'll ever see. Maybe.
I felt bad because you could get a whiff of that desperation. I kept getting I'll get emails that are like, you're invited to an exhibitor screening of X. I got a bunch. I've never had this happen that were like, by the way, just a reminder, you haven't RSVP'd for that Operation Finale screening yet. And I'm like, and I'm not going to delete. Now we get to the most uncomfortable part of the movie. So the town comes with their pitchforks and torches and whatnot. And
Which in its own right is a fine joke. Like that's an old tried and true.
of course it is.
That lets you know that you're on the outs,
That
right?
could be
Peasants.
Frankenstein. That's
Yeah.
what the Frankenstein imagery is.
But until that's all fine until you just gently toss a rope over a tree. And you're like, wait, what's happening in this movie? And then it's a weird, Barney's next job is he's an ice cream truck driver, and he pulls up to this crowd, and he's like, oh, hey, Barn. And fucking Rick Moranis is like, what are you doing? And John Goodman utters the line, I'm getting lynched.
Before that, even.
Yikes.
Oh, good thing I'm wearing white. I'm an ice cream man.
Yeah.
Before that, there's a chant of "string 'em up."
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, there is.
That's,
And then
yeah.
they're gonna also lynch Barney with them because
Yes.
they're associates. This is very, very bizarre.
Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jonathan Winters just starts going, "If I was a stone man, a bitty, 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 bitty."
Yeah, da, 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 da. Oh,
It's-
that would
it's-
be pretty cool.
It's weird, man. It gets
It's
dark.
very
It's
bizarre.
very weird.
Wilma saves the day and then literally leaves the movie. She saves the day because she's like, oh, the Dictabird probably knows all about this fiendish plot. Let's steal him. And, that's fun. So then the Dictabird tells everybody. And no one, the Dictabird apparently is unimpeachable. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Well,
You could probably hey, Bird, say this.
That's
yo, Bird.
That's the thing is like they treat it like like you said, like an unimpeachable entity, but it's a conversational animal.
Yeah.
It could lie.
Yeah, of course.
But I think he has to preface it with like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. But here's what went down.
Mm,
It's like the code of the Dictabird, I think.
It's like that movie, The Rocks of Others. Everyone's dictabirding everybody else.
I'm listening to everyone get their rocks off.
Oh, well done.
So Kyle MacLachlan decides to introduce child death to this movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we just had fucking lynching. Why not?
Welcome addition, honestly.
It's a step in the right direction.
Get rid of the lynching, up the child death.
Sure.
Show me him like warming up to kill the Flintstone and rubble children by killing other children.
One thing to threaten, child death. This is like worse than what the Yellow King did. They're throwing them into this thing that's gonna bash them to death essentially.
Did anyone notice the scene?
I didn't see the videotape though. That dude sees that heavy set gentleman watches on the boat. I wish I saw that.
Fred,
but I didn't.
Fred, God damn it, Fred! You just get a close up of Fred Flintstone.
That guy, the Yellow King, could have played Fred Flintstone. That dude was huge.
Oh yeah,
that's
he
true.
was actually.
Did anybody notice in this scene when Kyle MacLachlan steals the kids, his eyes are really dark and he has like longer hair for some reason? It's really weird.
Oh,
I think that's
fuck.
Mr. C, dude.
Mr. C-Rock.
Oh, yeah. We didn't go to the Moose Lodge. He went to the Black Lodge, Bon.
Fred Flintstone.
The B-52s are playing at the Bang Bang Club.
No, I don't, Ray. I don't need the Dictabird. I don't need anything, Ray. I want the Dictabird, and you're gonna get it to me.
What year BC is this?
Yabba Jabba Doo!
How's Annie?
So the kids have been kidnapped. They come home. Elizabeth, this is a good gag.
Yes, it
Elizabeth
is very
Taylor
funny.
is fucking hogtied on the floor, as is Dino. Fred steps over the mother-in-law to untie the CGI dinosaur and then keeps leaving her on the floor and walking over. I was laughing.
It's funny. It's a fun joke. He finds out that his kids are kidnapped. They go back to the quarry. This is a bring the Dictabird. You get to save your children from a gruesome death.
This is where it's the I should have signed with Disney line.
Yeah.
This bird farts into the camera.
Because they're like,
like
hey,
a-
Dictabird, we'll figure out how to save you after we save the kid.
Was that a reference to Gilbert Gottfried's role in Aladdin? Like
Oh.
how like a cultural phenomenon that bird was, and
Oh,
everyone
could have
loved it?
been.
Jafar's
Possible.
bird, whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
No,
Iago.
This
Yeah.
bird saw the future. He's like, oh, dude, every single cultural property will be with Disney. I should have signed with them.
And then in the weirdest moment, so we have this like quarry battle. There's like kind of a fight or whatever. And then a thing, like I know we're just transferring present day things to
Sure.
Stone Age times and whatnot. But the move probably should be, let's not have guns in this world.
The gun is weird.
It is weird. It's like a Dennis the Menace rubber band gun kind of. He's shooting marbles at people. It's just unnecessary. How about a hammer?
Yeah, that'll do it.
You're cavemen. Have a hammer or a fucking bat. Where's Bam Bam's bat?
Barney puts himself in a sling.
I was just picturing like a casino-esque scene now.
Don Rickle-Rock gets beaten to shit.
Damarock.
Barney jumps into a catapult, tries to save the kids, gets knocked out. That's sort of something.
It is something.
But Mrs. What's her face, Miss Stone, Halle Berry, who is she's very funny throughout the whole movie.
She's great in this movie.
She knocks over Kyle MacLachlan and to save Fred, and he's like, "Oh, Miss," and it's like this weird erotic tension. He's like, "Oh, Miss Stone, you're so bad. And she's like, I know, Mr. Flintstone. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Well, dude, in another time, in another place, man, if Wilma Slaghoople had never come into the picture.
thank God I'm wearing this thick tent. You'd see my veiny caveman cock.
See, he should have been tapping.
Well, no, listen, there was so much hair down there because they're less evolved that it's a net. It's like the thing is like tied in there.
Oh, hey, Miss Stone, I'm free balling under this pelt.
Yeah. Got a sharp rock to cut some of the brush away.
Also, Kyle MacLachlan is defeated by bowling.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
John Goodman rolls a strike and hits this dude. Also, a totally unexpected situation here. Kyle MacLachlan covered in concrete and murdered.
Oh, right.
Completely murdered.
Just dead to rights.
breathes that just
Concrete's in his
drowns
lungs.
Yeah, it's in his lungs.
It's like the end of Snake Eyes.
It's disgusting.
But with Kyle MacLachlan, you can't ever be sure. Is that him? Or is that another one? You
Right,
never
it
know.
was
You really don't-
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Doppelganger rock.
Now say it backwards.
But yes, he is murdered at the end of and I get it. It's like that's what happens at the end of the movies, kind of. But it happens at the end of Adam's Family, but that makes a little more sense. Darker tone.
Oh, we are laughing about the specter of death through both of those movies.
Well, no, I mean, you remember in the prequel in Viva Rock Vegas, they have Agent Vandercave, and he's helping them out everywhere, eating pie. It's a nice
it's
little scene.
just bizarre in this more or less children or family film to have your villain breathing in concrete till dead.
And with no one cares either.
Why would you?
The cops come and they arrest Sharon Stone, and she's like, oh, maybe they'll be lenient on you, and there's a little more sexy flirting.
Well, yeah, we should mention there's a weird thing where Kyle MacLachlan has turned on her and is going to take all the money and go to Acapulco, and he's like, he does the old excuse, I'll go down there first to check it out, and I'll, I don't know, send for you at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
Which, why would you not bring her? What are you doing down there?
It's a great question. What do you expect to happen?
Don't to split the cash.
I guess
that's
so.
the motivation.
yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the pebbles or whatever the fuck they're flinging at each other.
But
Rubles.
this is Chris's point, which I agree with. So Mr. Slate comes out. He finds the husk of Kyle MacLachlan, his once friend, and he's like, Flintstone! What a great idea. I'll call it concrete. It'll make 1 billion space rocks or whatever rocks, whatever the bullshit. Shells. And, he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make you the head of production, this, that, the other thing. And I get Fred's supposed to learn a lesson. And maybe he should be like, yeah, but only if my buddy Bon here can come with me. Or even yeah, but then so long as everyone in the shop gets a big raise and da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah. Barn. Give the fucking job to Barn.
Yes.
Just say,
but
hey,
He got the aptitude test right.
Yes,
he deserves it.
But he's like, you know what? I'm better off being who I am. Who am I to take your money, Mr. Slate? I'll just work in slave labor for the rest of my life.
Hey, Mr. Slate, you got an imbecile son, don't you? Why don't you give him the job? He would do great in that position.
He does negotiate.
Well, even better, does your friend have a son? He should get the job too.
Is he 19? Great.
Well, yeah, he does.
Fred does make sure that the workers get 2 weeks paid vacation, which I guess is is something. I mean, it's not enough, but I guess this is the very early collective bargaining.
And it's called he calls it a cost of living increase. No, ask for a 10% raise or a 20% raise.
Also,
cost of living, that's 3%, dude.
Yeah.
He also created modern art, essentially. The first sculpture.
Right, he's the first. He's
The
Damien,
first artist, Fred fucking
He's
Flintstone.
Damien Hirst now.
And I mean, it's exactly what a fucking tycoon would want, a living person that's dead in their office forever.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Someone comes in and you're trying to regale them with how cool your office is, and it's see that statue over there? If you took a hammer to that thing, There's a person inside it.
See that statue over there? He used to work here.
Yeah, a taxidermied like pizza man, a little tasteless, but
And
something like that.
If you're in the Slate offices late at night, you just might hear him scream.
Oh, what were you saying about a raise? Oh yeah, you want to leave. That's right. Mr. Slate, by the way, looks a little bit like Dana Carvey's Mr. Turtle in this movie.
Oh, yes, he does.
With these ridiculous glasses and Dan Florek's round head.
It's
Please
kind
don't
of
remind
great.
me of that movie.
What?
Master, you're talking about Master of Disguise,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, you don't want to be reminded
I
of
don't
Dana
want to-
Carvey's Master of Disguise?
Yeah.
Turtle. Hey, cabin. Turtle.
Stop.
One day.
No.
Pistachio Disguisey is, I believe, the character's name.
Jesus.
Yak.
And then we just go into the theme song again.
Sure.
Uh,
You know, the weirdest thing about both the cartoon and this movie, there's always this cat. that
Yeah.
is taken out.
You
never see the
it,
cat.
no.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is very bizarre because the cat always immediately jumps back inside. So presumably the cat's in there at all times.
Yeah. Or you would think, hey, this is a show about a cat because the cat wins.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, doesn't, like some cats, like you just have them around, man. You never see those things.
Did you notice on the IMDb, this is the first time fur was used for CGI, was for that cat.
Oh, wow. And you saw it for all of 5 seconds in this movie.
Hey, Steven, could you send me that disc? That floppy disc?
Send me the floppy disk with the hair code on it, Steven.
I'm sorry, Gorge. You want?
It's George.
God
Don't be
damn
a
it.
dick.
I'm sorry. You want Spielrock? You've got the wrong number.
Listen, goddammit. Chewbacca's supposed to be younger in this one, so he needs more fur.
That's cute. That's fucking cute, Gorge.
You know, someday, Steven, when you least expect it, I'm going to kill you in your sleep. Then we'll see who's on top.
Well, come at me, Bullfrog.
I hate that guy so much.
Did you know he didn't even go to film school? I mean, come on.
I directed fucking Tar Wars, goddammit.
That's not even his real hat.
Is he still on the phone? Is he still on the phone?
Prank call.
That's the end of the movie. That was
Yeah.
the end of the Flintstones, 1994.
I
Would you recommend it, Steve Zadek?
I would not. It is a whatchit. It's a big fat whatchit. It's a bizarre movie.
Right.
I don't think there's a better version of this movie. Also, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes we watch, it's like, oh, I would watch a movie about the Flintstones, but it would have to look like this.
Right.
I think this is the best it could ever get.
Where
Yeah.
does this rank as far as TV shows into movies?
Oh, my God.
Well,
Does anyone have a
do
scroll
you have a
with
list
that?
with
Yeah.
you, or are you just throwing
Well,
this
no,
out?
just off the top of my head, because like Bewitched is terrible.
Which is terrible.
The
This is
Honeymooners
work.
with Cedric the Entertainer is terrible.
They haven't done Green Acres yet. You know what? Actually, I'm going to say no.
Dog shit.
that sucks.
I got one, guys. I got one. Autofocus. Excellent film based on a TV show named
SWAT is worse.
Yes.
SWAT's bad.
Starsky and Hutch is
That sucks.
The Brady Bunch is
not
good,
great.
but it's a little too cute by half. But
Well,
it's
the
better.
Addams Family. both
Addams
of
Family,
that's the
those
one.
I think
right
that's got to
above.
be. That's like.
Yeah.
That's what you aspire to be. Is the Addams
There's
Family.
got to be more though. There's
Yeah.
got to be better
the
ones.
I like the Jetsons movie. I'll be honest.
No,
I
but we're
still-
talking live action adaptations.
only. Okay, fine.
I will say real quick a really good comic series that came out last year of the Flintstones by Mark Russell. It's really funny and really smart. It's like a weird.
Oh, no, Bon, it's colon cancer.
It's like sharp satire. It's really really
Is
good.
it?
Yeah, it's really good. I have the book.
Is it like sanctioned?
Yeah, no, it's by DC. DC did it, and
Oh,
it's like the
yeah?
art is great, and it's just very like smart stuff about modern life and consumerism.
I got a list here.
Oh.
21 Jump Street.
Oh, yeah.
better
Much
than
better.
this.
Good movie.
Marmaduke, much worse.
Was
wow,
that a
I'm-
television
there's-
Oh
show?
wow, I'm a big
Was it?
dog.
Was
No,
it
it was
Marmaduke?
wasn't it a comic strip?
Didn't they do a
Oh
cartoon?
wow,
of
look
it?
at my big dog dick.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh,
Nope.
Ebe.
Some of these are just like wrong. Like I'm not counting Babylon 5. That's not as a TV movie, dude.
Hey, dude.
Probably.
Hey, buddy, theatrical release or bust.
Like this list says Batman. Well, Baywatch is on here. That's terrible.
That's
I
awful.
watched that
Wretched.
recently.
But they're always
Beverly Hillbillies. But that's a stay tuned.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
for
Ben,
sure.
the Beverly
Yeah.
Hillbillies. I guarantee you, I've seen that movie at least 15 times.
100
What?
times.
I've never seen it. I've never even seen it.
Oh, really? Because
No,
it was
not-
it was a classic Jupin family mistake of we taped this off TV and
Yep.
we're gonna run that VHS into the ground.
I remember the Dolly Parton cameo. Chef's kiss.
I appreciate Diedrich Bader eating a a huge Subway party sub all to himself.
Also, yeah.
Anything else, Eric?
Charlie's Angels. Those are bad.
Yeah, those are bad, but they're
Yeah.
more fun.
They're better than
The
this.
first one's fun.
Chips.
Oh,
Not good.
Jeez, I was like, wait, that was a movie? Oh, yes, it was.
Dark Shadows is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Dark
Alright.
Shadows.
All right, let's not sit here all day.
Yeah.
The point is, I think the thing to aspire to is
Dragnet?
Adam's Family.
I
Dragnet.
love the Dragnet movie.
Yeah, because you're wrong.
Chris, would you recommend this one?
I would not. I guess it's kind of Jurassic World rules. Watch it once.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with
And
that.
see what it is. But like, also, we didn't get it. Like the product placement is ridiculous.
This is the birth of the McRib, motherfucks. This is where it came
Baskin
from.
Robbins had a lot of money in this. Marshall Fields.
The fuck is Marshall Fields?
The fucking
It used to be like a Sears or something.
yeah.
right?
It was like
Marshalls?
a Sears. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
Marshalls.
Yeah.
The fuck is the Fields?
It was
That's
originally
his full
Marshall's
name,
Field.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Chris Cabin grew up in fucking 1953. I interned at the fucking Marshall Fields lunch counter, you fucking maniac.
Yes, and I interned at the Nick.
By the way, I found the actual best movie adapted from
Oh,
a television
what's that?
show, The Fugitive.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that
okay.
is.
Yeah, so
There's
that was
also, I haven't seen them, but The Equalizers. There's also
not good. Not
Oh,
No,
The
no,
Saint, speaking of spy movies, Mission
Saint-
Impossible.
Mission
Mission
Impossible's
Impossible
great,
might be
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Get
Eric
Smart,
Siska, would you
yeah.
recommend this movie?
No, this was not good at all, and I didn't like it. Thanks.
Wow, pretty straightforward. We'll see you tomorrow, Eric.
It's a tight 90, though.
It
I don't
is.
care.
It's short. Listen, I'm going to recommend this movie.
Speaking of The Fugitive, by the way.
I don't care.
Mister, the Flintstones is 90 minutes long.
I don't care. I would totally recommend this movie. It's 90 minutes long, which is
recommend.
You're
fantastic.
insane.
I think it's a hangover movie. And here's the thing:
Yeah.
aside from the bad chunky cheese animatronics, man, it's not a cheap movie. Like
No,
everything
yes,
had to
yeah.
be built from something.
Yes.
Which I think is really impressive about this movie. The production design is not something you could slack on. Do you have another one? Is that what
Yes,
you're looking
Mission
at?
Impossible. That might be the winner.
We said it. I think you were fucking fist deep in that Wikipedia list.
Maverick. Lost in Space.
Oh God.
No.
Oh, we will
This
be
is turning
here
into that Forrest Gump bit.
Mr. Bean is better than this.
now, Mr. Simpson, when I say hello, Mr. Thompson, and step on your foot, you fucking say my name is Eric Siska.
My name is Eric Siska. This has been We Hate Movies.
That's the Flintstones, directed by Brian Levant. If you want more WHM, check out WHMpodcast.com or find us over on the Headgum Network.
Naked Gun.
Patreon.com/We Hate Movies. Subscribe today for hours of additional We Hate Movies content. Rate and review on iTunes or wherever you get us. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Ready Player One on Patreon.
September's bonus ep, Steven Spielrock's Ready Player One.
Yes, it's tying into this. The Flintstones.
Steve Sadek, what do we have going on next week on the program?
It's kind of a long-term stay tuned for us. It's Patrick Stewart's Masterminds.
Oh,
Die Hard in a
directed
Prep
it?
School. One of my favorite Die Hard in a Prep School movies, the other of which, another stay tuned, Toy Soldiers.
And I believe
Oh.
this movie has crazy 90s fake hacking in it, which is a sweet spot for me.
Ooh, and the hacker is, I believe, Vinnie Kartheiser.
Yes,
Yeah.
sick
Ooh.
Vinnie Kartheiser.
Look at that. So until next week with sick little Vinnie Kartheiser, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadrock.
Chris Cabin.
I'm Eric Sistone. Is that
Yes,
what you
that was
wanted?
the right one.
That's what you
That's
wanted.
the one, right.
Eric Sistone.
Sure, that works. Take it easy.
That was a HeadGum podcast.